And welcome back to TKD episode 31, the home of all that MMA good stuff, controversial comments, fight announcements, and everything else in between. I am your host, Cameron Mackay, and sitting here with my co host.
Rashad Akram.
Jeez, what's going on, Rashad, man? What's going on,
What's going
Rashad?
on, man? I know it's been a little minute, man. Just been a little hectic. This week, man. I don't know what's been going on. It's just work's just been crazy, man. I have
We're
no idea
both
why.
coming with the hat vest combo.
Do you know what it was? I saw you when I came to join the room. I saw you in your hat vest combo. I said, "Oh, maybe I should reconsider here." Oh, what are we flexing? One sec.
Oh no, bro, look at you taking up the half the
Oh,
fucking
oh, oh,
screen,
oh,
bro.
oh, oh. You checking out the gun show, pal? The gun show? Ah,
Bro, I'm so
Jessica,
skinny lately, bro. Look at
Jessica,
that. Oh.
and Helena.
Carl Sonnen quote. The one where he's like, Ariel, is that camera big enough to take in the largest arm in Westland, Oregon? Like, and he's just Ariel's like being best serious, and he's just like,
Yeah, it's so dumb, bro. Do you know what's funny? Anyone listening, Cam, yeah. Do you know what it is? I don't feel sorry for Cam not being in the same shape as me right now. Do you know why? Because when we were in school, yeah, I'm talking like, listen, we were teenagers, we're like 14, 15. This guy was in beach shape, bro. He had titillating pecs. I've never seen a teenager to this day built like Cameron. To this day.
Jesus,
Cameron
that
was
is
built
fun.
differently, bro.
I never saw
Different.
it though, but like when I looked at pictures of myself, and I was like, oh shit, well, I was 14.
Bro, yeah, listen, I'm gonna be straight up. Cameron was a hunk in school, bro. A
That's what a
hunk.
hunk.
It was a hunk. Bro, the girls would throw themselves at him, bro. It's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
Crazy. You've had your time to try. It's now my
I
time, yeah?
would. I wish I knew girls would throw themselves at me at the time. You know the ones.
You know what's
You know,
funny? Because even the ones that claimed they didn't like you, man. Because
ah,
they just talk, man.
you need to tell me off air.
Yeah, man.
I need to know, like, shit.
Nah,
You know
you
it
know what
was.
it is? It's just as things I would hear in passing. And I'm like, oh, wait, those are girls speaking, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, um,
Anyway, school was the
how's things been with
times.
you, man? I ain't spoken to you in a bit, man.
Yeah, good man. Me and Kai just been doing the garden. Just like
Yeah.
becoming proper garden people. Digging stuff, and she's got a vegetable patch now. She's
I
gonna
will
plant.
slap you. I'll slap
Yeah.
both of you for becoming gardeners. You're not Alan Titchmarsh, bro. Who do you think you are?
Yeah. We've also got fish now.
Fish.
We've got fish.
Oh, no
Like
way.
just someone was giving away some goldfish, and we were like, sure.
Oh, lit, man.
Yeah. So
Ah,
yeah,
man.
now we've got fish.
Hopefully they're inside a small container and not a big open pond or anything.
No, it's like a big tank like
Ah, okay.
this
Because
that sits in the kitchen.
I think the whole thing of goldfish not outgrowing their environment is real. Apparently
Yeah, yeah.
get really flipping big, man.
Yeah, they do. Like my
Yes, I'm
dad's
aware.
got a big pond in his garden, and they're like koi, like fucking like this, like they're fucking
You
huge,
know,
man.
apparently, goldfish are actually an invasive species. I didn't know that.
Oh, so no.
Apparently, yeah. I think I read this somewhere. They're actually quite a bit of a nuisance. Pardon me. But yeah,
Hold on, Rashad, just talk for a bit. I need to check on the stream.
right, people hear him just giving me comments. Just talk for a bit.
Yeah,
Do as you're told. Man, just pointed the thing and do as you're told. Right, I'll just go
I'll
into
be
what we're
I'll be
probably going to
back.
cover today. Cam's got a lot of the news in the in his notes today. I'll be honest, I was running late from work. I ain't had much planned, but what I will say is that we're going to go over the card, UFC London, especially with, I don't know if we went over that already, but definitely going to go over the fight night with Adesanya just gone. A lot of controversial things in the last few weeks, I would say. A lot of interesting matchups that have been made. I think there's only one matchup this week I'm going to go over. Cam's got a roster cut and change to go over, and then we're going to dive straight into the news, and you're going to hear our reactions. And again, I don't think we're going to do picks this early in the week. I think my picks usually on a Friday. That's when I formulate them, and Cam might do his pick down show later in the week as well. Cam, you are back.
Yeah. We are back and we're good. We're streaming. Just
Yeah.
Cool. So let's get into some roster cuts and signings. We have a total. Oh, let me add Rashad in there. We have a total of one since we last spoke. I mean, we got Tyrell Fortune, obviously, who fought just at the fight night gone.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about him. And we got Kai Kamaka, obviously making a debut at the making a debut when UFC April 4th, make his debut on April 4th versus Dakota Hope. And I was looking at, oh, look at that, I'm not even sharing this one, but yeah, versus Dakota Hope. So and I was looking at his record. He fought for PFL 3 times, he's fought for Bellator a bunch of times, and I look really down here, he's fought for the UFC 4 times from 2020 to 2021.
Who's this?
Kai Kamaka.
Kai Kamaka, yeah.
Making so not really his debut, so he's basically a re-signing. Fought Michael Stack, Tony Kelly, TJ Brown, Danny Chavez. Did he fight anyone in Bellator?
I was at Bellator. He's gone through quite a few different organizations, man.
He's gone through all the big ones. He's been in King of the Cage. You know, very experienced. So
wow. And how old is he?
Let's see. 17 and 1.
Oh, 31. I just say there. 31.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 31.
Interesting.
Look at that.
7. Okay.
Yeah, man. So that's pretty good, mate.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so that's really it for the roster cuts and signings.
Let's fly into the fight announcements now, people. I think there's literally only one fight announcement as of recent that I've just took a browse upon earlier. It is if I could just get this to load, because I want to tell you guys the date for the fight as well. I feel like everything UFC related in terms of their, I don't know, just their website and interacting with their pages, it's always sluggish and slow, right? Even their Instagram should operate like other people's Instagrams. When I'm on there, it's just laggy, man. Anyway,
what, their Instagram is laggy? Oh
yeah,
my god!
F the UFC. Everything to do with the UFC's UI and anyway, the smoothness of what's running.
It's very data heavy.
Yeah, bro. Too much stuff, widgets and whatever. Anyway, we have Jack Della Maddalena versus Carlos Paratis on May 2nd at welterweight, of course. Interesting matchup. I think it's an absolute banger of a matchup. Something that needs to happen, and is definitely going to propel Paratis into the title contention if he beats Jack. If Jack wins, I think he's going to have to fight again before he's going to take another look at that belt. Right, he's going to have to fight another contender. Who that will be, I don't know. That much I will say. Cam?
Yeah, so I think Jack probably will need to do some work. Obviously, the matchups aren't all made equal, right? Like Paratis, definitely,
Yeah. I would put my money on Paratis for that fight. I'll be honest. But okay,
is that what we got?
Yeah, that's all I had as of recent. To be honest, I think there was we had Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Salal, but I think we covered that on the last episode.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool,
so
man. Should we start reacting?
Oh yeah, go on. What we got in the news, man? What we got in the news? I think I sent something earlier in the week, actually.
Tonight.
Right, guys. We're gonna take a look at the news now. Cam, if you want to bring up takedown for me.
Which the takedown inbox. To who? From our takedown.
Let's see. Who do I have? I'm trying to think. What have I sent to the chat? Okay, right. Okay, let's start with this one. This one's quite interesting. I saw this was on the Jackson podcast that they brought up. If you go to the DMs, please, sir, bring up our DMs from me, from the tech. Yeah, there we go. That's me right there. Daniel Cormier, right there. He says, on the video game, it's about how many times you get used. Every time you'll get an envelope that says royalties. Interesting.
So that kind of makes sense. That's very EA. Like
some people say that I think there's some fighters that say they don't get a penny from it though.
Well, maybe that's because no one uses them. I mean, like, to be honest, I think the way royalties are like quarterly, right? And
Yeah,
I'm not
royalties will be
sure.
quarterly. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if there's like a minimum payout or anything like that.
Ah.
But I can't imagine. I can imagine there are certain fighters that don't get used enough to even qualify for a payout. Like, you know what I mean? Like
that makes sense.
you know what I mean? Like how often is to even be on, because they don't put everyone on there. So to even be on there, someone must know you at some capacity. But you know, there
That's
are
fair.
people on there sometimes when I play it, like I haven't played it since 5, but like last time I played it, it was just okay, who's gonna use that guy really? Like who really, I know him, but very minutely, like who really is gonna know this guy? So you know,
Yeah.
some people just pick random people though.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, that makes sense. There
It's
must
like
be a
FIFA.
minimum. There must be a minimum threshold, and for them to send you the P's, isn't it? That makes sense. Okay, what you got next? Have you got what you got next for us, Cam? I think you're leading our news segment today, sir.
I got a
Usually
couple
me.
things.
Oh, what does that say? I just saw something.
Don't worry about that, mate. Don't worry about that.
What the hell was that, man? Oh, dude.
Oh,
I'm
you know what?
worried about.
Since you already saw
I don't
it,
know what that was, but
since you already saw it, let's just. So this isn't removed from the roster. This is just something I saw literally as we're opening up the podcast. So I just wanted to see it so we can react to it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, yeah. So, guys, I'm literally, for our listeners, camera just brought something up on screen, and it said it was Adesanya with giant white letters saying removed. I was like, removed from where?
Yeah.
Removed
So
from where?
let's just do our due diligence and actually.
We're gonna go into the rankings, are we?
Yeah, where's the middleweight rankings? Is he still in there? He's actually not. Oh, yeah, he's right there. He's
my heart palpitated. I was thinking, how can he get removed from the rankings? That shouldn't be right.
What's this post trying to say? Israel Adesanya was removed from top 5 middleweight.
Crazy. Okay. Oh, he was removed from top 5 middleweights.
Yeah. Right. So the next one, obviously, I wanted to react.
Damn, Cam, who'd have thought we see Joe Pyfer at number 6? Is that joint 6?
I know, right? Jeez.
Damn. Anyway, I've got a lot to say about that fight. Anyway,
trust me. But yeah, we'll get to that. Right now, I want us to just react to this for a moment.
Right.
This is the upcoming MVP card, with obviously Ngannou, Nate, and Ronda Rousey headlining.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could do like just a little quick mini breakdown of this, but like it's actually like not a bad card, but it's like basically like another round of recycled UFC vets. Like
I'm seeing a lot of names in there, man. Yeah.
I mean, Larkin, I'm pretty sure he was a Bellator there.
Cam, that is down the bottom there. Is that Aline Pereira? That's Pereira's sister.
Yeah.
No, is she on this? Yeah.
Guess so.
No way.
Yeah, man. And this is this boxing?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. This must be like boxing. I was like,
this is an MMA card. This is a debut MVP MMA card. I didn't even realize that actually.
Oh,
I knew about this card, but I thought
that's what I was curious, because I know Aline Pereira does the that karate kickbox. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't in. This must be her debut, man. Her MMA debut. Interesting.
And an MVP debut, MMA debut on Netflix as well. Pretty sure that's the first MMA.
Oh yes, Netflix. They must be the first. I didn't hear about this all week. To be fair, I've been checking the news, but this is a decent card for something that isn't like the UFC or like PFL or like One. Do you know what I mean?
Literally, it's actually a really good card.
Like, they got Makaev on there. Is that Marais? Hey.
Yeah, actually, that's actually pretty good, isn't it?
That's mad, bro. That's mad.
Yeah, that's the guy that took the title from DJ, isn't it?
DJ, yeah. And then DJ got it back up. Yeah, after kneed him in the face, bro. Yeah.
Like the Spain,
fucking
giant guy versus Dos
Santos.
I can't lie. For me, I think the best fight on this card is going to be Diaz Perry.
Oh, no doubt, bro.
That's going to be fireworks.
I am not trying to see Ngannou versus Lins. I don't know why they've made that. What the hell was that even about, bro?
Yeah. Well, you want to see Ngannou versus someone, you know what I mean? Like sometimes.
Nah, not really, man. I feel like
No.
Ngannou just like it's okay. Do you know what the equivalent will be? John Jones versus Anthony Smith. You'd be like, oh, okay. Do I really want to watch that?
Yeah.
I'll watch the highlights, bro. Do
It's
you
already
know what I mean?
happened.
I ain't tuning in for that. That's crazy. That's you know it's too one-sided, bro. You know the ones.
Yeah.
So
To be fair, you know what's funny though. Now that since you bring that up, when they actually fought, Anthony Smith could have actually broken the win streak and became champion that day, but he decided not to because John Jones fouled him or something, and then
I don't remember that fight very well, but I do remember that Anthony Smith is just not the guy who he's supposed to be.
He could have done something to get the
I think we've lost Cam there. As you probably all guessed by now, Cam is the king of bad internet connections. And it's just me. But we will crack on. Yeah, so the card we're looking at here is very, very interesting. For an MMA promotion, a lot of Diaz versus Perry is really good. Double main event. The grand finale. Double main event. Okay. Rousey versus Carano.
Sorry about that, folks.
This is sick, man. This is a really good card. I'm looking forward to seeing Alex Pereira's sister fight, man. Cam, are you in that? Sorry, are you in that fucking room again, bro? Move to that other one, man.
No, bro, I can't. My house is actually full right now. I've got bare people staring at my house.
Bro, who's in the other room? Is it your nephews?
Yeah, so everyone's in the house.
Hey, kick them out! Hey, kick them out, bro! It's put them in the shed, bro. What are you doing?
There's a whole bed, bro. Trust me.
We have a podcast to run. You got these kids just in the way.
All right, look. Let's react to this.
Oh, I missed this. I didn't get to see this fight, bro.
Do you know what happened?
I just heard on the grapevine that it was a robbery or something like that. Marcin Tybura wasn't supposed to. Was he supposed to win? Go on, play the clip.
Judges scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 29-28, and 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Marcin Tybura.
So he's built up here, celebrating, feeling good about himself.
So I've read a lot of comments. Was Fortune robbed?
Well, you'll see. Just keep watching.
Oh, okay.
Dude, he's here. He's feeling good about himself. There seems to be a disturbance in the force right about here.
Open me up.
Oh, what's going on there?
And then Ariel to get back in the cage.
We have a mistake here.
No way.
Made in the announcement of Marcin Tybura, so we're going to get Tyrell Fortune back in there. They didn't expect this moment to happen like this. So we apologize for that.
No.
Bruce Buffer.
Now Tybura's getting it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the mix-up. The scoring is 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous unanimous decision, Tyrell Fortune.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Bro,
Imagine it happening like that.
what's been going on the last year? Did you see was it last year at the, I don't know if it was, what card, it was a fight night, man. Bruce Buffer announced the fighters' names wrong as well. Like, he had one guy, he mixed them up. And then something else happened. There's a lot of weird things going on at the moment. Why, I wonder what happened there. Did he announce it before he got the result, or?
I think it was. I don't think it was Bruce Buffer's mistake. I think it was. I think it was the judge's mistake. Personally, because that's normally sometimes, like, sometimes you have like a judge's correction. It happened with Tyron Woodley back in the day, but I can't remember who he fought. But
I know what one it is. Yeah, I remember. I saw.
And then it was a draw. Went down as a draw. Anyway, I got one last thing I want to react to. This one is more of a stop-start reaction that you normally see podcast people do, and now we're going to do it.
Okay, let's go for it, bro. Let's go for it.
Yeah. So this is from the recent Dana White post-fight press conference from the most recent fight night, and I just want to react to the last few minutes here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Based on a question. So yeah, play that.
All right. What do you got, brother?
So I've seen a lot of fans and viewers online commenting or discussing what they perceive as a lot of AI generated content in the broadcast that maybe wasn't in previous iterations of the UFC. Is this something that's coming with the Paramount deal, or just a new direction for the UFC, or do you have any insight on that?
What does that mean?
AI stuff, commercials, part of the promotional content, just AI in the UFC in general. I've seen fans complaining about.
Oh, yeah? What are they complaining about?
I guess I've seen people saying that the UFC should be paying artists instead of using generative AI, stuff like that.
Give me a fucking break. AI is coming, and if we're using AI, who gives a shit? People are upset about it. We should use artists.
So is it a UFC internal choice?
Who gives a shit? It has nothing to do with Paramount. Paramount's not telling us how to.
So, first of all, just want to stop there just for a second. Is Dana White just getting worse with these answers?
Hold on, give us some context on the situation, please.
So, essentially, they're basically asking about the AI art promotions that the UFC have been releasing. So when they do like the artist range, and sometimes they release the video promotions and and stuff. They have one with they have an AI one, and it's just caused a tad of controversy, as AI would, about like paying real artists. And
are you able to bring that up on screen, Cam, just for any viewers watching? Because I did see this. I think I did see this clip. People were talking and people were complaining about the AI. I do feel like people are just whingers, but at the same time, I feel like Dana White. The more interviews I see him, and he just seems so exasperated with the UFC itself. He just doesn't care anymore. He just seems so detached from it.
Hold on, I can't really find it right now, but sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say he just seems so detached from it. You can almost like a mood. It's almost like he hates coming into work. You know what I mean?
It's literally, that is what I was about to say. It's like his answers, like to the press about things that he either doesn't want to answer or doesn't know about, or doesn't have anything to do with like the core product. He's really just like becoming very like senile about it, or like cynical even, like I would say, because it's just like where like the only reason why people, like a lot of journalists, I feel like, put up with this shit, like these shit answers a lot, because he gives shit answers most of the time. So half the time I would wish Hunter Campbell was there, because like, he gives shit answers. The only reason like why people like watching his post-fight press conferences because he's a bit charismatic, right? But a lot of the time he's reading off a paper or asking Lene something about, you know, whatever the fuck's going on in the business. And it's just like, it's just a cynical attitude every time. And like, the only reason why journalists put up with it is because it's so fucking hard to get those credentials, as me and you know. And it's like, you know, you don't want to be part of that. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that sort of dictatorship that is the UFC, you know, that, you know, we've seen so many journalists that, you know, sort of are redlined, you know, at the credential stage, you know, that they control the media, you know, they're the North Korea of of their own organization, you know what I mean? So it's just, yeah.
I think it's time. I'm gonna put this out there. I really think it's time for Hunter to come forward as maybe like the face of the UFC.
Yeah,
because
man,
Dana
sure.
doesn't give a fuck, bro.
For sure.
The more I actually hate watching any interview with Dana White now because it just feels he's just putting a negative feel on the whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost like anyone that watches football and you have a sort of really greasy owner of a football club who isn't doing anything to help it win. Do you know what I mean? It's just helping it. It just leaves it to stagnate or get worse. And I feel like what you're saying is perfect. Like Dana White, his answers have only been getting worse and worse and worse to the point I'm surprised he's even answering questions at this point.
Really, bro?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think Dana needs to swap with Hunter, work but do behind the scenes, and Hunter be the face now. I think I think people would be very okay with that because there was a time where we couldn't imagine Dana being not the face for the UFC, right? We can never imagine that, but his attitude and his responses and just his overall vibe at the moment, it just feels like a big ball of negativity, man. It don't feel nice to even watch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm at home watching this. Do you know what I mean?
And you feel that. Sorry, go on.
I can't imagine being in a room with him or even how he deals with any of the fighters. I think Hunter's dealing with fighters now anyway, but still.
Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? Like, because, like, if I was a fighter, I'd be scared of Dana White for sure. Like, I'd be scared every day of losing my job, like stuff like that. And you know, I think the business for the most part has outgrown him. Like the business, like because for me, he is like still like kind of a traditional boxing promoter type guy. Like, but he's wanted to do this thing where he wants the UFC to be like a recurring business, you know, like an actual corporate entity, which it has become. But I think that he hasn't maybe adjusted to that. You know what I mean? Like, and Hunter, the perfect guy to sort of navigate those kind of wars.
Yeah. Definitely, man.
Run our production. We run the production. We, you know, so every time we change, you know, we go from Fox to ESPN and then we go to Paramount, people are like, ESPN's doing this and Fox is doing that and Paramount, they're not doing anything. They have nothing to do with our production. They do create some of their own spots for fights, but we do all our, everything from the artwork to production to music, everything is done internally and always has been at UFC. How about this? Shut the fuck up and watch the fights.
Now that's one thing I do agree with when you say like, because on one hand it is like there is this thing where like I feel like people actually care about a lot of the side content. You know, like I'm one of those people. Like I like a lot of like if you take out the fights, like the weekly fights, fight nights, and pay-per-views, there's still so much content that the UFC make, like that is just like still really entertaining, and that's one hand, right? Like people care about that stuff, but Dana White's got a point, man. Like, just why? Like, who gives a fuck who's editing a video or like this and that and this and that? Why do you give a fuck? Just watch the fights.
As long as it looks good, yeah. I think my only gripe was with Paramount's. It's really annoying now that they have these ads or these panels where it comes over the screen and you can just see the fighter's corner and you're on the right hand side and you can't hear anything they're saying.
Yeah.
that is probably the biggest annoyance in all of this, I think, and it's pissing off a lot of people. That is the main thing, because we want to just watch the fights, but it's the equivalent of watching a football match with no crowd. You want to hear the cheers, and
For sure.
it just adds to the atmosphere, right? And in this
Yeah.
instance, you're taking out a small, what they deem as a small element, but it's quite vital to us. We love to hear what's happening in the corners. If we imagine that, you see what adds to that Leon Edwards head kick is what his coach said to him just before. Come on, Leon, you gotta pull it out the fire, bro.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't even
Let,
see that. Yeah.
if that happened on Paramount, we wouldn't hear shit.
That would have been peak, yeah. But to be fair, I think we're quite lucky in the UK to still have TNT Sport, because even though the price is a bit higher, that it does save us from a lot of the adverts. I mean, like right now, still, because they've moved it from Discovery Plus, it's on HBO Max now, and still you don't get adverts. You get like the sort of segmented adverts like in between the action and stuff, but they really don't pepper you like with an overlay and stuff. And I think that's purely because you pay a bit more.
Yeah,
I guess, But yeah,
let's move into the recent fight night. Yeah, if you want to bring that card up for me, please, sir. I will just go over it very quickly, and along with any other ones we've missed. There's a recent, I think, there's a couple of things to highlight, really.
Right.
Right. I didn't get to see a lot of these earlier fights. I think I just saw the results on the day. Alex Tainara versus Bruno Brazil. Go down. Let's go down to the bottom, please, sir. Go down.
As a draw.
That was a win for Alex Tainara over Bruno Brazil. I think a lot of people was betting on Tainara. Draw with Ricky Simon and Adrian Yanez.
Yeah.
Okay. Navajo Sterling versus Bruno Lopez. I actually had Navajo Sterling getting this done via KO on Bruno Lopez.
For sure.
They're building him up very nicely, though.
Yeah.
I think you have to remember Navajo Sterling is training a lot with Adesanya, who goatish middleweight. You know what I mean? He's gonna be in there soon. Don't worry, we're in there soon.
Very Carlos Ulberg energy. Carlos Ulberg vibes.
I actually don't think that's a compliment, but anyway, I don't think that's a compliment. if Ulberg beats Prohaska next weekend, would I say
he's done well though. Ulberg's done well.
If you really want to get into that, we'll have to go through his opponents, because I don't know about that, man. He's been proportioned a little. Whatever.
It's all right.
Okay, Casey O'Neill versus Gabriela Fernandez. KO. I actually can't remember how this one went. How was the KO?
I didn't watch the prelims.
I didn't watch these. Oh man, and I was up watching this. Marcin Tyrell versus Tyrell Fortune.
What happened with that?
We saw what happened with that. That got overturned. Unanimous decision. Sorry, we don't have much on this one. Usually we've been up on the prelims. Chaser versus Lance Gibson Jr.
TKO.
First round KO for Lance Gibson Jr. Mad.
I was hearing a lot that the whole card was like a bloodbath. Like,
yeah, it was surprising. Like, it gets worse as the night progresses. All right, bro. Up next. Okay, Ignacio Bahamondes versus Tafik Musayev. Damn. Okay, guys, this one here. I actually put money on Bahamondes. This is what I lost. I lost the money on Bahamondes winning over Tafik Musayev. I honestly thought it was gonna be a KO. This was Tafik Musayev's second fight in the UFC. He lost the first one to, I think, was it Oralbai, when Oralbai was fighting at lightweight? I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was a KO as well. I just said Ignacio Bahamondes is just a better striker all the way around. But Ignacio was I think he was winning at first. Tafik Musayev then caught Ignacio Bahamondes with an elbow during a ground. I think it was on mount. I think it was in guard, actually. It was in Bahamondes' guard, and Tafik Musayev managed to land an elbow, and it cut Bahamondes, I think, just above his right eye. That changed the whole tide of the fight. The whole tide of the fight was shifting at that point, man. And Ignacio obviously didn't end up winning that. But Tafik Musayev, yeah, he really turned it around. Ignacio looked great in it, in my opinion. But I think when it went to ground, where Ignacio is also very good. He's got subs, you know what I mean? He's a bit Jalen Turner-ish. I don't know if you...
Right.
Better striker, but he's a tall guy that's good on the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Tafiq Masaev is I honestly didn't have them winning it. I don't know if I think he surprised a lot of people. A lot of lads I was speaking to had their bets with Bahamondes. So that was a good fight. It was a good fight. So if you haven't watched that, definitely people go and watch that fight right now. It's very good. That was the last fight of prelims. And of course, it's first round McKinney. Guys.
First round McKinney.
Guys, I might make a bet room for anyone that wants to get in on this action because I put some money on McKinney because McKinney don't miss. If McKinney's fighting, I've been I was waiting months for this McKinney fight, because Raven told me like I think 2 months back, bro. He said because he was chatting to McKinney. McKinney said he had a fight in March, and I was like, okay, I'm waiting for that. That's guaranteed cash, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
But Cam, you little shit. I've been calling you to flipping pick up the phone.
I know.
You're sitting there, I'm sleeping.
I missed it.
Bro,
I missed it.
Anyway, yeah, I had McKinney getting KO first round. Carl Nelson, good night. It was 24.
You could see as well.
It was so flipping quick, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's 24 seconds, bro.
God, you know what it is, yeah? I don't know what it was, but was Kyle Nelson actually hurt? Does anyone else feel like he was actually hurt? I don't know if he was hurt.
He shelled
overwhelmed.
Up,
what's that? He shelled up, right?
Because and naturally you're gonna have to stop it when someone if you're not fighting back. Because Herb, I can't remember who was repping this fight, but most of the time when I listen to what Herb says, he said, "Look, he's gonna speak to the fight. You gotta fight back. You gotta fight back." I think he did like 3 times, and then bang, you gotta stop it, man.
Of course, he had like 15 unanswered shots. Like completely get that, but it was just leading me to think that something else might have affected him.
That you made think him he got injured or something?
I don't know. I don't know. Potentially, I didn't see anything. It just made me think a little bit. The knockout looked a bit weird.
Oh wait. Before we move on, I'm just gonna say this. Yeah, Terrence McKinney has never got a performance bonus.
I was just about to say that actually.
That's fucking insane, bro.
That's
insane. All those first round finishes.
That's insane. This fight didn't even get like performance of the night or whatever.
Bro.
To be fair, there were good knockouts.
I might have to put a petition forward. I might have to make a petition. No, because it's so unjust, bro.
Yeah.
It's like such a lit fight. How many lit fights he's given us? Lose or win, he's given us so many lit fights, bro.
Even his debut, the fact that his debut didn't win a bonus, like it was like.
Who was the debut against, bro?
It was it Matt Frivola? I think was it Matt Frivola? Yeah, and he clotted him in like 4 seconds or 5 seconds. It wasn't that quick actually. It was probably like 6 seconds.
McKinney, McKinney
quick,
McKinney did it beautifully. Actually, he got Carl Nelson beautifully. What he did, I think he was blitzing him, and then what he did, I think he slipped or he forced Carl Nelson to his right, and then he come up with like a left knee. I think it was like a knee, bro.
It was a kick, I think.
Was it a knee or a knee? I'm pretty sure it was a knee. I'm pretty sure it was a knee to the face. Don't tap. I don't know if Tapology.
Look at that. Look at the strike differential.
15. Well, he couldn't get anything off. They always say this. Terrence McKinney is the best fighter in the first round, out of everybody.
For sure.
Yeah, we got to show McKinney some love. Big up T-Rex, man.
Big up.
All right, Mansour Abdulmalik versus Yusri BelGaroui. This is another fight I tried to call Cameron because Cameron's a flipping little mole. Yeah. Cameron, I had some more money for you to make on this fight. Right, guys.
BelGaroui, bro.
A lot of what was going around was Mansour Abdulmalik was going to be fraud checked here. Fraud checked is a bit harsh, but yeah, he's on a streak. He has a lot of KOs. And Yusri, but however, the opponent he had on this occasion was Yusri BelGaroui. BelGaroui is ex-Glory, fought Adesanya.
Massive.
Fought Pereira. Has also beaten Pereira, by the way. I don't know if you know that. I think he's on record as beating him, but I think through decision. And that alone, that in itself would be enough to tell you that Mansour Abdulmalik stood no chance. Yusri BelGaroui has an extensive kickboxing background. I'm talking extensive. From the Netherlands, pretty much the home of a lot of dangerous kickboxers, that region of the world. A lot of guys go there to train, I think, kickboxing specifically, but they're in
Belgium. Big kickboxing country.
Yeah, massive kickboxing country. It's their base, isn't it?
We got Rico Van Hooven straight out of it.
Yeah, Verhoeven, you know what I mean? One of the best of all time. But yeah, this fight sort of went how I thought it would go. Yusri was just so much more efficient on the feet. He's tall, he's rangy. Mansour couldn't get in close. I don't think he took enough risks to get in close. But even if that was the case, I feel like BelGaroui would have put him away anyway. And again,
he had some success though with getting him down. He did get him down a few times. I just think that, you know,
didn't do much with it though.
BelGaroui was a bit stronger.
Yeah, because that's what I was waiting for. Because I said to myself, if he gets him down, can he keep him down? And I think it's the same with like Pereira at this stage. We did see Pereira at middleweight get taken down by at light heavy by Blachowicz, right? And when he got taken down, he didn't go nowhere. He just sort of sat there. But this BelGaroui guy, he looked really strong. He had a very like, I don't know, man. He's in his base, everything looks so solid. So even when I thought to myself, okay, you know, he's going to get taken down at some point, I didn't think Mansour would be able to hold him down. You know, so
the calf kicks, I think, is what really won the fight for BelGaroui, because anytime he got within that range, it would slap right there on his leg, and you could see Mansour was confused about whether to defend high and low. And that's what I think led to a lot of the rushing in and trying to just grab on hold and stuff like that. So
that was his best bet. Yeah, BelGaroui was so much better striker. And I really felt sorry for Abdulmalik in this fight, you know? You know what it is? Because as the fight progressed, he almost looked upset. He just looked exasperated. But the guy's a warrior, man.
But that's what the UFC... Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, he's the guy is really a warrior, though. He had so much heart out there, man. I think that... And you got to give your props. You got to give Mansour Abdulmalik his props, man. He really put on a fight against BelGaroui, man.
And yeah, bro, because that's what the UFC do, right? Like, because they build you up, and then you hit this point where, like, when they don't do this, like, before you hit the gatekeeper, they want to put you against someone who's actually on a similar trajectory to you, just as good as you, defeated a lot of people, and like, all right, it's no baby games anymore. This is like, let's see if you can actually beat real guys before I give you that gatekeeper. Like, you know what I mean? And it's everyone goes through it.
Sonny right.
Like Bo Nickel went through it. At some point, they had to stop giving him waste man. Like,
yeah, he did. It's true.
You gotta get a real guy at some point.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, Julian Erosa versus Larry and Douglas. This was a sick fight.
Dude, man, how did this go? Cameron, you cover this one. Go.
So it wasn't even that long, bro. Like, to be honest, it looked like to me, Julian Erosa was like, you know, might have been a step ahead a little bit. Like, there really wasn't much to go off, but it looked like he was like, okay, you know, he looked like he's getting his foot forward a bit better, and then Larry and Douglas is just like come forward like one time and then just basically starches him. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, calm. That's it. There really wasn't that much to go off. It was just a really good knockout. And was Julian Erosa the favorite in that? Surely not.
I think he was, you know. I think he might have been.
But anyway, that was the one of like 3 picks that I got.
I can tell her that. No, I saw people when I was looking at picks that week, people were saying Douglas was a lock. That's how confident people were.
Yeah, it was a lock.
Yeah,
he was a
clearly.
Lock. Like when I looked at it, yeah, perfect.
Michael Chiesa versus, pardon me, that's
Nico
a reverb.
Price.
Some reverb turn on there. Michael Chiesa versus Nico Price. This was Michael Chiesa's last fight, man. And he won via submission, like we thought he would. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he did what he wanted with him. He did what he wanted with Nico
pretty
Price.
Much.
It seems like Nico Price is just there to retire fighters now, is it? Like,
yeah, I'm like,
it wasn't his last fight with Robbie Lawler.
Dude, yeah, he's been, bro, just for gold, man. Nico Price just needs to be done now, bro. He just needs to be done. Don't even bother bring up his record, man.
Nah. I always thought he was actually quite decent though. He was, you know, he knocked out Randy Brown back in the day. I remember
Randy Brown, my guy, Randy Brown. No, he
He,
didn't.
do you know, in the funniest way. No, in the funniest way as
What are
well.
you talking
I
about?
think it was like Randy Brown was like on his foot. He's like, it was weird. Like Randy Brown was on top of him, but then Nico Price had his foot on Randy Brown's face, and he basically just went really like not that hard, but loads of times, and just knocked him out.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
Just by going like that. Like,
yeah. If it's a fight, I'm thinking, yeah, I think I've actually seen that. I think you might have
That's
sent
quite
it to
funny.
me actually. Yeah,
it's a good knockout.
yeah.
Just
Randy Brown.
that looks sus.
Nah, it's a why.
Anyway, this was the best finish of the night,
Okay.
in my opinion.
This,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, this was the best fight on the card, and I'm just gonna say,
Yeah.
this has to be one of the scariest knockouts I've seen in a long time. Like, people, if you ain't seen this, it's Alexa Grasso versus Macy Barber. Caught her. was it a cross? I don't know if it was a cross, and then
I think it was a hook.
was it a hook?
Yeah, it was a hook, but either way, it span her around.
Anyway, it span her to the left. Macy Barber, her eyes glazed. She looked out of it, right, as she dropped to the ground. But it didn't stop there. Alexa Grasso runs to the ground and then also puts her in a rear naked. So I want you to imagine, guys, imagine getting knocked out and strangled after, bro.
Yeah, and you're not even all the way down yet.
It was it was Gable Stevenson energy. I'm not gonna lie. You know, knock you out and then take you down.
And the funny thing is, I think the controversy about that is that people think, I mean, like the fact, like what it's just like Dana said, shut the fuck up and watch the fight, like because it's like everyone's complaining that it should have gone down as a sub and not a KO, and I'm like, bro, she was stopped by a KO.
Yeah, stop by KO.
What are you talking about?
People are flipping stupid, bro.
Fucking hell, man.
But who saw that coming? You know, everyone was saying Macy Barber. You know, a lot of people thought Macy Barber was going to take that. People, maybe Barber's tough.
I thought that.
People forget, man. Barber's tough. People forget, man.
I really thought Barber was going to take that actually, because she's good, man. Isn't it? Like she's good, man. But I guess Alexa Grasso showed us that you're forgetting I beat Shevchenko.
Yeah, you're forgetting that I'm Mexican. I think that's the first thing.
Yeah.
I'm Mexican, bro. All right. Last one. Oh my gosh.
Joe Piper.
I have so much to say about this. Who wants to? You gonna go first, or do you want me to go?
No, you go.
Listen, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna get this straight. Yeah, Adesanya. I put money on Adesanya to win this. Yeah, against Piper, and in theory, in my mind, he lost conditionally, and I'm gonna make this very clear. Yeah. So Israel Adesanya was winning the fight. Them calf kicks were chopping Joe Piper's calves to absolute bits, bro. He was struggling at some point. And what happened is Israel Adesanya caught Joe Piper clean, right? Then for some reason decided, yeah, I'm going to stand in the pocket with a power puncher. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why would he do this? I don't understand you, Adesanya. Why would you go this direction? That is not who you are. When have you ever been this way? Okay, I thought to myself, maybe it's getting a bit reminiscent of the Pereira win. Do you know what I mean? He's thinking, yeah, you know, I fought Pereira like I've beat guys with this amount of power before, but no, man. We're talking about the white gorilla Joe Piper. And I saw when he connected with Adesanya after standing in the pocket with him, and I looked at Adesanya and I said, Adesanya thinks he can take another one, and he did. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go. After that, Piper took him to the ground and pound, and it wasn't. And remember, for anyone that sees it says KO slash TKO. It's a TKO because Adesanya was flattened out on his back, Piper full mount, and was just wailing on him. And Herb had to stop the fight, right? Yep. Guys, Joe Piper is not ready for that. For those guys in that top five. I'm just gonna put that straight. Cam, bring up the rankings, please. The way he won that fight. Here we go. He's not ready, man. He's not ready. Okay, look. Let's just go for this top five. Dricus Du Plessis, Nasruddin Imavov, Sean Strickland, Brendan Allen, and Kyle Bahalio. Maybe Kyle Bahalio.
You think Piper ain't ready for those guys?
What? Strickland?
I think he can. I think he's ready for Strickland.
Nah, I
could
reckon
definitely-
Strickland teeps him to absolute bits.
Yeah,
And Strick-
fair. No, fair. Strickland,
and he's not because if you're striking with Strickland, you're in his world. Yeah, I think what it is for a long time, people have not rated Strickland striking. He's actually a good striker.
Oh no, for sure.
People just don't like his style that much. I think that's what it is, or they find it a
his
bit
style
awkward.
Can be boring sometimes.
Yeah, it's a little awkward. I like watching Strickland, but if you just scroll back up for me, Cam, yeah, we got Nasruddin Imavov. You think you're taking Nasruddin Imavov to the ground and winning? No. I reckon Imavov's got that, and then Joe Parfa against the very awkward Dricus du Plessis. That's a sort of fight where Joe Parfa would get knocked out. Do you know what I mean? He's just
that
weird.
That might be a good fight though. Dricus du Plessis,
it would be a good fight, but
like gorilla fight, bro.
Yeah, I think he would clap Carvalho. Just because
I think Carvalho is a good level. That's a good matchup because they're kind of at the same level.
But Adesanya's, you know, and I'm gonna say Adesanya's not washed. He just makes bad decisions now, and I know that's a part of the fight game. But I'm talking about a decision that's so obvious and so bad. It just makes you question what is going on in the fighter's life to make that sort of decision. Yeah. I thought in this fight that maybe Adesanya's gonna try and make a statement. This is why I was on the fence about putting my bet for a unanimous decision. But I said, nah, let me not go against who he's been so far. Do you know what I mean? In the past. Because, okay, that he did, and his last win was actually a knockout against Pereira, right? But the majority of the time, he's a decision guy. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
As a whole, and especially against a power puncher like Piper, I didn't see him trying to go for a knockout. But when I saw him standing like this in his face, I said, what? I said, what is going on? But I was shouting at my screen.
I think part of the problem is that he was doing exactly what he said he was going to do, which was like, okay, now I'm just here to have fun now. I don't want to chase the title. I'm going to try some stuff and And even remember years ago, he said like, oh, you might see me go to the ground or whatever. Like, because it's just like, fam, just stick with the girl you brought to the dance. You know what I mean? Like, just like your whole thing, the reason why you were so successful was because you stayed on the outside and you picked people apart. People thought it was boring, but that was the whole thing behind your success. Like that you were this disciplined kickboxer. And that's gone out the window because, you know, the pressure to be exciting. And now he's paying for it. He's taking big risks. And the problem is that you can't put Adesanya in a little fight. It has to be a big fight every time. The UFC won't allow him to not be in a big fight. Like Pyfer's probably as low as it goes with his Adesanya.
I just really feel like Adesanya should have looked at the lay of the land properly. Bro, you've had a little bit of fun. You've lost 3 in a row, dude.
Yeah.
And now is maybe the time to go back to your old style, get yourself back on your feet in the wing, try and get yourself back in the wing column at least. He could have won that fight, man. He could have.
He could have. He was doing well,
dude. And it's the same with, you know, it's the same. I think almost the same with Imavov as well. Actually, I feel like after the reset, after the IPO, that's when he got caught. That I can live with. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just maybe bad placement in terms of his him switching stances while going back. You're asking to get clotted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like Joe Pyfer, man, he just had his number from early. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could 100%. See the striking, the difference in the striking, but yeah, I'm just really disappointed in Adesanya, man. I really feel like that was if he was gonna win and come back, that was the one to do it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. I don't know who's next for him. Maybe CLD, man. Maybe CLD gets a shot at Adesanya now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends what his contract's looking like. I mean, I don't think he signs another contract for sure. But I can't imagine he's got many left because, you know, normally the big fighters sign small deals. So let's say for argument's sake, it's 1. I would imagine he goes for someone like nostalgic, like a Robert Whittaker or even a Marvin Vettori, You know, that was a pretty big fight when it happened as well.
Yeah.
Or what's his name, Paulo Costa. You know, those were big Izzy fights, and
I reckon they're gonna give him. I actually don't think they're gonna do that. I think the UFC are gonna want him to fight like a RoboCop or a CLD, man, because those guys are sort of starting to make a bit of noise now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they want to build the hype of other people.
Yeah, like especially for
Yeah,
CLD. I think CLD even more so. CLD is looking really good at the moment, man.
That's true.
He's and especially his style. CLD's got such an interesting style.
Yeah, that would be a good fight, wouldn't it?
CLD versus Adesanya. Can you imagine how that would go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
and
be a cool
CLD's a
fight.
guy that will come forwards. You know what I mean? He doesn't mind.
Yeah, I think Izzy definitely starches him though. Like, he is too high level. He is like CLD is like very young in the game. Like,
he is.
Izzy has been in massive fights. Like,
bring up, but look, he's
fights.
just look at the rankings here. Remember, Adesanya's number 9. CLD is 13.
No, but at some point,
if anything,
I don't think in this case the rankings mean like
dude, like look, even though, and have you? I don't know if you heard the news. I've heard things about Robert Whittaker going up to light heavy. You know.
Yeah, he said that.
Mm.
He literally said it.
Robert Whittaker going to light heavy is interesting. I don't think he should, but
so he's for he lost to Armin Petrosian. I remember that. Gregory Rodriguez.
I need to watch that. I can't remember how that fight went. We watched that live. I can't remember how it went. You know?
Yeah.
But
it was just like not good. Like basically, like, you know, he was just like kind of beating him up.
Yeah.
To be honest, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't look good.
RoboCop. I think from what I remember. Andre, we had Pulayev, decision. Eric Anders KO. Marco Tullio KO.
Yeah.
Roman Dolidze, unanimous decision. I watched that.
Couldn't beat Izzy. Like, this is an okay resume for like your first your build up fights. Like, but
it is. But maybe
Izzy is too experienced.
Yeah, I think. But if you go back to the rankings then, because remember he's already fought RoboCop, right? So they probably don't want to make that fight again just yet. Where does that leave him then? Because the guys above, because he can't go above Izzy, because above him are RDR, Joe Pyfer, Hernandez, etc. Rob Whittaker's apparently moving to light heavy. So let's just put Rob Whittaker in the grey. Jared Cannonier, perhaps. Paulo Costa, but remember, I think they're trying to push him. I think it would make no sense to go back down. Jared Cannonier is the only move.
They really fought though. It wasn't that good.
Who fought Jared Cannonier? CLD.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about Izzy. Sorry.
No, CLD, man.
CLD. Oh, CLD and Jared. Yeah.
Yeah, who else is there? Who else can? Because he already fought RoboCop. You're saying he's too experienced. He's too experienced, which he is.
Could go as high as this. Could go that high.
RDR maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I think RDR would take that fight as well. I think he'd take that fight
against CLD.
Yeah.
I reckon that. I think that's the only one that's up there that he could take. Like the rest, I agree with you. He's still got sort of green for them, man. RDR, defo. I think if he beats an RDR, that puts him in a big conversation.
Yeah, he needs to track, because the thing is, this part here is very sticky. Look at this. Like, we got a lot of gatekeepers right here. So right here. But yeah, this part is very sticky.
Cannonier's slowing down now.
Yeah.
Still looks alright, but he's really slowed down quite a bit, Cannonier.
He's old, man.
Cannonier's 42. He's like 42, bro. Yeah.
Still looking like a fucking like beast though. Like,
yeah, who's older, him or Blachowicz?
Probably same age. Let's see.
Because I think these guys might be the oldest guys on the roster.
To March 16th, 84. Oh, Jan is 43, 24th of Feb, 83.
And Cannonier?
84.
Oh, right. So Blachowicz by a year.
42, yeah.
Interesting. Should we just highlight the London card real quick? Yeah, because I don't think we spoke about that very quickly. Very, very quickly. Cam?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, if we just bring up the London card very briefly. There we go. Murphy. We will just go through the it quickly. Chanel Dyer, congrats. KO on her debut against Ravenna Oliveira.
Very good, and got the 50K bonus as well.
Oh, that's lovely, man. That's good. Good for her, man.
I know, aren't they 100K now? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, probably it's 100K now, isn't it?
I know it's you get 25K finish now.
Didn't they change it? Wow.
Something like that.
Shamrock.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch Shamrock again. Abdul Karim Al Sawadi, unanimous decision. People are saying Shamrock isn't good enough.
Boy.
I think give the man a chance. Give the man a chance.
Louis Sutherland.
Brando Perisic. KO.
Round 1.
Bro, you know what's killing me, yeah? It's all the people, yeah, that are speaking about what the Louis Sutherland we expected versus what we got.
I know, right? Like, Jesus Christ,
So funny.
bro.
Hey, where's that juiced up Louis Sutherland? Bring him back, man. Let him juice up for one fight, bro.
UFC just got gassed off that photo, bro. We're like, yeah, we want him.
I know, man. It's crazy.
Anyway,
Antonio Triccoli.
Yeah. Good decision.
Unanimous. That was good. Mario Pinto versus Felipe Franco. I actually thought Mario Pinto was gonna get this done via KO. Felipe Franco looked good in there also, but Mario Pinto done just a little bit more.
Yeah, it showed that he can probably like get into that upper echelon as well. I think personally, Mario Pinto is he is at some point going to carry the heavyweight division. Like he's one of those heavyweights that we actually need in the division to not make it like crap, basically. Like
he's definitely sexing up the division he's making it a lot more interesting.
Yes, more Mario Pinto big fights, please. More big fights for Mario Pinto. Thank you.
Oh, Nathaniel Wood.
Nathan.
Lucine Keita.
My grandson Nathan.
Grandson Nathan. Cam?
My grandson Nathan. Yeah, man. Yeah, so it was good. It was I don't know if it was close. I don't know if I agree with the split, but I think Nathaniel Wood done enough. It was like barely enough, So they're both really good. It's another win. But I hate to say it, but you're probably seeing why they're not putting Nathaniel Wood in a lot of big fights.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
To be totally fair to the UFC or anyone else as to why he's not getting big fights, he was supposed to fight Lerone Murphy, if anyone remembers, and he got injured and then they didn't fight. But that was going to be like a big UK versus UK sort of fight. And like I was actually really excited for that as well. That was fucking mad.
He's no longer a prospect, by the way. I think he's changed his name to The Last Kingsman or something like that. Don't know if you know that. I was like, who the hell is this that I'm following? I was like, oh, it's
The Last Kingsman.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Okay, up next.
Mason Jones versus Axel Sola.
We love Mason Jones. Mason Jones really grown on me. All his fights are sick, man.
This was a banger as well.
Thick fight, bro.
Isn't it? Like it was actually not as one. It wasn't one-sided either. Like Axel Sola actually done really well as well. Like he was actually like bringing it to him, and you were kind of like, oh, which way is this gonna go?
Yeah, man. I was just like, oh, who's coming out of this, man? Yeah. Literally.
That was a fucking bad fight, bro.
Yeah, Mason Jones, man. That's a guy to keep an eye on.
Oh,
yeah. Curtis Campbell. Curtis Campbell.
Lord. This guy
gets KO'd by Danny Silva round 2. Cam, go on.
No, he laid an egg, bro. Like big man thing, bro. Like why? Like, do you know what I don't like here?
Go on.
UFC need to stop putting so much hype around guys that make their UFC debut. I think personally, the best way to go, make sure you enter the UFC as quietly as possible. Enter the UFC quietly. Don't build yourself. Because I feel like with the UK guys, especially, come into the UK with such a chip on their shoulder. Like, because like imagine imagine being from the UK, like, because me and you are from here. I'm not saying it's like more significant than anywhere else. I'm just saying because we can imagine it. Like, imagine how the pressure of your friends, your family, everyone you know from school who watches UFC, everyone you know at work, everyone, like, people know who you are in the UK, like beyond like the public. You know what I mean? Imagine the pressure building yourself up like that for your first fight on TNT Sport.
Bro, let me tell you this now. Give me a fucking fight at the Apex. If I'm making a difference. I ain't telling nobody. Maybe my mom and my brothers. That's it, bro. Bro, I don't need a flipping. I don't need everybody there, man. That's too much, bro. And MVP already spoke about how what the pressures of the UFC for fighters that are established already. So I can only imagine.
It's crazy, man. And yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. I don't know. I just, that kind of pressure was crazy. But you know, like the greats have lost their debut. A lot of the greats have lost their first two fights. Even Marab comes to mind. Fucking,
Of course.
you know, loads of people have lost their debut. So yeah, it's not a reflection on your
Curtis
career.
Campbell at all. No.
Yeah, he might still come back, but you know, it's rough.
If you can see, I know he's blind outside of the cage, which is really shocking. But, like, his prescription looks really strong, bro. I'm like, how does he see inside there, man? That's confusing as hell for me. I don't lie to you. That's what I was thinking about the whole fight. Like, how can he see any of this? It's mad.
He just has to see the shape.
Yeah, which is insane to me. That's what insane. Anyway.
Oh my God. Anyway,
dude, we had CLD versus Roman Dolidze. I had money on CLD getting this done via KO. But do you know what? I'm going to tell you this now. Moments before the fight began, I had a moment to cash out and change my mind, which I didn't do. Because I sat there and I thought about it. I said, KO Roman Dolidze, though. I said, but Dolidze is so experienced, you know? And he's had a lot of wars with Vittori. Do you know what I mean? It's just been a lot of wars, no experience. I said, I didn't put enough respect on Roman Dolidze's name, and I should have followed my gut. And it was a unanimous decision by CLD. And CLD pretty much did what I thought he would do. He dominated this fight, man.
Yeah, pretty much. And he did some risky stuff as well. He did some risky stuff that actually was making me think like, oh, he might bottle this, you know, because Roman Dolidze is like, again, he's like a crafty vet. So it's like Roman Dolidze is not like, you know what I mean? Like, he's
Cam, you're killing me with the crafty vet comment. That is so accurate. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, bro. He's like a solid fighter, you know, Roman Dolidze. He's not like really good or really shit, but you have to, you know, be on your toes with this guy. You can't make a mistake. And like, we saw it because, you know, we saw Christian Leroy Duncan, like, losing ground in the grappling to Roman Dolidze when it went to the ground. And it's like, you know, this was a lot of the criticism I had with Duncan when he first joined the UFC. Spins too much. I think guys that spin too much, eventually someone will get you with it. Like,
pretty
someone
sure
will...
in that fight, Roman Dolidze almost caught him or did catch him with a spinning elbow.
You're saying Roman Dolidze caught...
I think actually Dolidze did it in this fight. He actually spun himself. He went to I think he threw an elbow out of nowhere, and I think he might have clipped or almost clipped Duncan.
Oh damn!
I have to watch that back, but I'm pretty sure there's a moment I was like, "Oh damn! Like, what the hell?" Listen, Dolidze is dangerous when he's cornered and he feels like he's got nowhere else to go. He'll just do something just weird out of nowhere, crazy.
Yeah, he's good, man. Shouldn't underestimate Dolidze. To be honest, a lot of his fights go to decision.
I'm just gonna say, never bet on Dolidze.
No.
All right, guys. If there was a guaranteed lock, and if I could put lock of the year, it would be this fight right here.
Oh, fuck. Yes.
Iwo Baranuski from Poland versus Austin Lane from the United States. I pretty much bet the house on this, man. Brother, listen, Baranuski. If you need a reminder, he went to absolute war with that. Was that Turkish fight? Arslan. I can't remember his name.
Oh, the last Ottoman.
The last Ottoman. Absolute crazy fight. In that fight, it showed a lot. There's a lot of data there, and it showed that Baranuski can get rocked, recover from getting hit a heavy hitter like the last Ottoman, and come back and get the KO himself, get the finish himself, should I say? Austin Lane ain't had
He's
ain't had
crap.
too much luck in the UFC. I think he's only had 2 wins, and the rest, I think, like 5 or 6 were finishes. I'm talking his opponents finished him KO. Cam, I don't know if you want to bring up Austin Lane's record. Austin Lane, I'm going to say this frankly, he's not a good fighter. That's what I'm going to say. Not UFC level anyway, right? If you just go for his record.
I didn't expect to see so much. Great. Why did they keep him in?
Dude, this is what I said to you. This is what I said to you. This fight was a lock.
Oh, he was the guy that lost to Greg Hardy at the Contender Series. Now I remember it. And they still put him in.
This is crazy. And then look, he got a KO on his next Contender Series against Richard Jacoby. And then no contest against Justin Tafa.
So this don't count. Don't even look at that because that's not.
I'm not looking at it. I'm just gonna look. I'm giving it. I want to give him something. Okay.
Jesus. No contest, Justin Tafa. Lost to Justin Tafa.
Yeah.
Lost to
hold on, hold on. Can we go back?
Yeah.
Lost to Justin Tafa via what? KO first round.
Yeah, round 1. Oh my god.
Yeah. Austin Lane, against Jonathan Denise, KO. He got KO'd second round. Right. Next fight up, Robertus de Spain.
Decision.
He won the decision, 3-round
Let
decision.
me just look at this guy's. Oh god.
Who has lost his? Yeah, crazy, insane, right?
Oh god.
And then lost to Mario Pinto, who's on the same card via KO. How awkward must that have been walking through the hallways? What's up, man? What's up, Mario? KO'd you last week.
Don't worry, Austin. You got this one.
You got this, bro. That's foul. Yeah, second round KO that is. And then lost to Vitor Petrino.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Got subbed in the first round. And then so can you see why I said this was a lock? And okay, he's going up against a KO artist. This guy's been KO'd many times before. This was I really wish I'd put this out earlier. If you were going to bet your money, this was the one to do it on, man. And when you see guys with records like this, and guys are up and coming, because this, I think, go to Iwo Baranowski's record.
The odds must.
I think it was only his second fight.
The odds must have been crap for that, no?
Not let's see, Austin Lane.
Ibo Aslan.
There it is. Yeah. So this was only his second fight in the UFC, right? Yeah. So there was actually you only look out for these little boosts, man. When I was on the site, they had a boost for him getting it done in the first round, and there was good money to be made there. So I think if you put like 20, you'd have got like 80 back or something like that. I can't remember. Or might have been even less. But yeah, if it was just for normal KO night, the money wasn't that great. But for being more specific and being like, yeah, first round, that for me was a guarantee. He's doing it first round. No way. No against and they're building him up. Yeah, 100%. Oh, and he's up against Billy Elecana next. RIP Billy Elecana, by the way. That's what I'm gonna say. I did see him fight recently, and he's not ready for a guy like Baranowski, man.
But like the same guy anymore. Ibo.
Yeah, for the same guy. Yeah.
We lost to Bogdan.
I saw that Junior Tafa fight as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, we watched that together. Yeah. All right then. Sorry, we'll move on quickly just to get to the top. MVP versus Sam Patterson. I'm just gonna say this, yeah.
Booze of the night.
MVP, right? Even though he was adding a lot of forward pressure, and he was the one pursuing Sam Patterson. Him blaming Sam Patterson for not engaging doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna be the guy that comes forward and pressures people, you can't say, "Oh, I can't do anything if they're not engaging." I'm sorry, MVP. I've stuck up for you long enough. If we look at all the guys that like to come forward, Cam, drop some names in here. Guys that like to come forward in the UFC and pressure fighters and throw.
Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah.
Fucking Chandler.
Well, we get the gist. If we just use Michael Chandler for an example, and it's quite interesting because they are both from Bellator. Michael Chandler, in my opinion, has had more success. So this is gonna sound crazy than MVP in the UFC, even though he's on a big losing streak because of his ability to come forward and take risks and actually throw. And interestingly enough, Michael Chandler, it was very close to winning a lot of his fights because of that. He actually rocked every opponent that he fought after he beat his name, your guy, man. So I can't. It's,
So Michael Venom Page beat who?
no, I'm talking about I'm talking about Michael Chandler, bro.
Oh, Michael Chandler. Sorry.
He beat what's his name?
He beat Tony Ferguson.
No,
Dan
dude.
Hooker.
Dan Hooker. There we go. After he beat Hooker, when he fought Gagey, when he fought Poirier, when he fought Oliveira, he'd rocked all of them during that fight and had him in trouble. But instead of pouncing on it, he didn't take that opportunity. Michael Van MVP's got the intelligence to do something like that once he sees you in danger. The problem is that maybe, I don't know, is there a lack of self-belief there after he's throwing that he could possibly get knocked out, or he's not quick enough to get out of the way? Because I'm just thought to myself, he's so much more experienced than Sam Patterson. He should have at least something to try and come forward with, something to some tool to get in this. Somehow, Cam, I'm just a little lost here. This fight would not only prove that the UFC made the right decision, but it's left Michael Venom Page in a worse position than before.
Yeah, for sure. Because he's now not looking like the exciting fighter that he wanted to be. He's now looking like the boring fighter, the fighter that doesn't engage. And I think because like I noticed something about this, right? Like, so first of all, we know that they train together, and maybe they thought, okay, maybe that's better because we'll be more confident. We've been there before with each other. We know we're not going to be as timid. But I think that's worked out the opposite. I think because they know each other so well, they basically, they're extra careful because they know this could happen if I do that. That could happen if I do that. So I think maybe it wasn't a good idea to get two people that train together because you take some of the unpredictability out of it. The second thing is like, yeah, MVP wasn't engaging, but you could see through the fight. So this is what I want to say. So you could see MVP wasn't engaging. MVP has done the same style. If you watch every single fight MVP has, he has the exact same style every single time. And more time than not, he is successful with it. Now, if you fight the same style all the time, you train the same style all the time, I can imagine it will be very hard for you to break out of it, right? And you saw it in the fight where he noticed he isn't having success. The pressure of the boos are getting to him. And then all of a sudden, you kind of saw his hands come up here. I don't know if you noticed that, but you see his hands are up here and he's almost got like a traditional boxing stance looking like Israel Adesanya. And I was thinking, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Is Michael Venom Page getting desperate? Is he thinking maybe he'll lose this fight or a split decision, or is the win at jeopardy here? And that was when I thought, your hands are going up, you're changing your behavior, you're doing something you don't usually do. You could have got knocked out, maybe. Like something could have happened to you from doing that. Thankfully,
Patterson's known for that at the moment. He's got quite a few KOs on his record.
He's a finisher. That's another thing. I don't think people actually. I think you told me that. You made me realize that he's actually a finisher.
He's a finisher, man. Yeah.
And it was just so crazy because the last time I saw Patterson, I had recency bias because I saw him lose. I saw him get knocked. I can't remember how he lost, but he lost to someone because he fought someone good, like really good. So oh. But yeah, man, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on, man. Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell Jr. Cam.
Bro, I don't think I watched. I think I missed this fight.
So do I.
I
don't know how that
I don't
happened.
know how I was watching and I just missed it.
I'm the exact same as you. I think I was watching it. I think I was trying to get the start. I think the stream might have just gone and I was trying to get this on. I don't know what happened, bro, but I was watching literally up until this point and then something happened. I came back and Luke Riley was announced the winner. Well, I think the small clips I did see, he looked good though.
Yeah, he's a Cage Warriors vet, isn't he?
I think I saw a couple. I saw a bit of the first round or something like that. But I did like the brief clip I did see. But we ain't gonna pretend that we watched that fight, guys. Luke Riley unanimous decision, cool. Movsar Evlo versus Lerone Murphy, majority decision.
Right. So,
Interesting.
who else thinks this was a robbery? Just a tad, Rob. Just a little tiny robbery.
Was it
just
robbery?
a tiny one?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I did hear a lot of it's a robbery, whatever. It didn't feel like. You know, it's when we hear robberies, we have to sort of compare it to pre-existing robberies, right? I'm thinking about Gane versus Volkov. That is one of the biggest robberies I've ever seen in my life. that robbery was so painful. I went to sleep thinking about it, man. I went to sleep thinking, I was like, how could they do that, man?
Slimy robbery.
Like at that point, I genuinely thought the UFC was going to start robbing fans after that. You know what I mean? They're going to send their judges in. Yes, we're going to rob you for your. I swear it happened to Raven one time. He paid for TNT, and he didn't get the package or something like that, and he just had to take the L. Like he paid the pay-per-view for one of the fights. He didn't get it.
You should be able to get a refund, man. You should go to their customer.
I'm gonna chat to him and see if he got a refund. But that's crazy, bro. That's insane. Movsar versus Lerone Murphy. I think
there's an argument to be made for Lerone Murphy. I think you could watch it, and then there's a round where I think it could have gone either way, but I still think he might have won 3 out of 5.
It might have been 3-2. Movsar definitely took the latter rounds, right?
Yeah.
But Lerone definitely powering through them early rounds, don't you think?
And he definitely outstruck him, and also they didn't go to the ground that much.
No, Movsar actually Loki refused to shoot, man.
Literally.
Yeah, he was refusing. I think didn't he only shoot like once? Go bring up the stats, Cam. How many takedowns?
No, they were on the ground a few times, but it wasn't that much.
Twice, bro. I think like twice. He was so reluctant.
9 takedowns.
9 takedowns. Does that make, bro? It really didn't feel like
he succeeded on all of them.
Huh?
He succeeded on every single takedown,
which is crazy. And yeah, I feel like Lerone was on the first one. I feel like Lerone was able to get back to his feet. It was I think the latter rounds he had a bit of significant strikes 14. Yeah.
These are unofficial. So look, come on.
Dude, 23, 26.
Okay,
yeah, man.
cool.
Maybe it's the control time. I don't know, man.
Okay, maybe he won that one. Okay, he won that one.
3 takedowns.
Okay.
So as you can see, the majority of the takedowns came in the latter rounds.
It's true.
5 in the last and 3 in the fourth.
That was probably their game plan. Just keep striking. Round 3.
1 takedown attempt in the and he got it. I'm gonna say it's attempt. He got takedown in the third.
Round 3, it was really just everywhere.
Yeah, man. It's it's not the end for Lerone. It didn't feel like Movsar outclassed him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it still felt competitive for sure.
Yeah, so I feel like what's next for Lerone, Cam?
It's for Lerone. Let's see.
Let's see the rankings here. We're gonna go to the featherweight.
We could run it back with. Is Nathaniel Wood not in the rankings? Oh my god.
Boy. Now, and him fighting Nathaniel Wood, I ain't gonna lie, man. Lerone Murphy's too good for Nathaniel Wood, right? He's too clear. He's too clear.
He's gone clear.
He's too clear for Nathaniel Wood.
That face you made, yeah.
He's too clear, bro.
Hollywood, trying to Hollywood, man.
Yeah, bro, that's it, bro. He's too Hollywood now. Lerone is too Hollywood now. You gotta be better. You be like, Nathaniel who?
Get your wins up.
Hey, get your wins up.
How long you been in UFC again?
How long you been in it? What, you still a prospect, yeah? Hey, I was about to fight for the belt, you know? It's crazy, though. That's crazy how they were in the same conversation. What's Yair doing?
Yeah. Isn't he booked for something? I can't remember.
Or
but that would be-
Lopez. Wait, what's Lopez doing? Probably fighting Volkanovski again.
Weren't they supposed to? Wasn't this
Who's
supposed to
surprised?
happen? Wasn't this
They were
supposed to
talking
happen?
shit to each other on Twitter after the fight.
I think it should happen then. They're
Yeah.
both coming off losses, so
It
might
makes
as well.
sense. They both, one's
both
lost to
right
number
there.
one, the other one lost to the champ.
He's
then-
gonna go for Volkanovski.
Do we think Evlov beats Volkanovski?
Evloev beats Volkanovski.
that? I don't think so.
I was gonna say yes.
Shall I tell you
Just
why?
because of go on.
I think like after what I saw with Volkanovski versus Makhachev in the first fight, Makhachev is a better wrestler and a bigger guy. I feel like Volkanovski's experienced that sort of pressure and that sort of squeeze, and he looked like he was on holiday in that first fight. Do you know what I mean? He was there smiling at the camera and doing whatever. I feel like Evloev is not going to pose that much of a threat, which is with that being his main tool. Islam Makhachev spoke about how rigid is Volkanovski is just in his building, his physique. They always talk about how strong he is, right? I don't feel like Evloev is going to have as much success taking a Volkanovski down as he would with a Laron. Do you know what I mean? Naturally,
For sure. I
and
think
if he stays on the feet and we're striking Volkanovski, you're gonna get point fighted to absolute smithereens.
Yes. I think Volkanovski is like a grappler killer. Like because you saw it with Ortega, you saw it with Chad Mendez, and who else? There was one other guy, but he does literally have that kind of stand up, ground and pound approach and point fighting approach, as you said. That kind of does mitigate a lot of people's what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of like technique approach. I don't know. He's kind of very like he chips away at you. That's what I like about Volkanovski.
I don't know if Craig Jones is going to be working with Volkanovski on that fight, but Craig Jones, I feel like, has seen so much just from these wrestlers, and I feel like I don't feel like Evloev is going to bring anything he hasn't seen yet. I feel like they're going to have a very, very good game plan for Evloev. For
sure, because Evloev is only the thing is, in my opinion, Evloev might disagree, but he's only got one thing. He's a strike. He's not really a striker. He's a wrestler, and that's his best thing. And if but Volkanovski has a few things. He's an MMA fighter. He literally can chip away at you. He's a game planner. You know what I mean? He's gonna be like, all right, how do we beat this guy? You know what I mean? We know what Evloev's gonna do. We know how you're gonna beat someone.
I'm interested as to what Evloev's gonna do if he doesn't get if he doesn't beat Volkanovski and get the belt, because I don't know if you know, Evloev's not having sugar until he gets the belt. Did you know that?
What did he say? Evloev's not having sugar.
No, that's why he looks the way he does. That's why he comes into every fight like his physique looking crazy. And then if you saw after when they're giving out cake to everyone at the event, and he's like, "Does that have sugar? No, I can't have it. Sorry." Yeah,
it's rough.
He's not having no sugar, bruv. No sugar, bruv. It's just straight dry, flipping carbs and whatever. You know what I mean? No glucose.
Jesus.
Well, extra, I don't know, refined sugar maybe.
All this talk of sugar is making me starving.
Yeah, dude, I gotta get to the gym. The gun show don't stop,
the gym,
baby.
You're banned from the gym, sir.
The gun show don't stop. All right, bro. Yeah, dude. Oh man, well, that was a good episode, man. A good catch up.
Good episode. Yeah, we need to do more reacting. So flood the Instagram. I love reacting. It's so fun.
It's fun. All right, people. I like it. I've been your host, Rashad, and you already know my co-host. You don't need to say his name.
Yeah, already been. And I've been Cam Takedown.
Yeah, but you can find me at our Takedown, and you can find me on lose my train of thought. Instagram, TikTok, and you can also find my co-host at
Cam Takedown on Instagram.
Sorry, Cam. Where is our outro music?
Oh, sorry.
I'm very, very annoyed there. I was getting in the mood for it. I was like, yeah, we're gonna get a nice little outro there.
There we go.
Yeah, man. You can find Cam at say that again.
At Cam Takedown on Instagram. And TikTok.
You can find our main page, Takedown UK on TikTok, takedown.uk on Instagram. We are on all platforms, as you know. That is Twitch, that is Kick, that is Twitter, Threads, YouTube, Spotify. You know the rest, guys. But thank you for attending again. What episode is it now? Is it 31?
31, maybe.
31. Damn, can't believe it.
That's yeah. Trust me, innit?
31 episodes, dude. Damn.
It's mad.
Should celebrate when we get to like 50 or something, man. Cause that's a milestone. All right, guys.
50, yeah. Peace, guys. And chicken
Peace
grease.
out.